deal with airplane peanuts.
From Joe Rogan luring big-time surprise guests on to kill Tony.
Tucker had no idea this was going on until 30 seconds ago. He's just finding out right now.
We were literally at dinner, and he's like, I want to show you my new place. And we're standing backstage, and I didn't know I was coming out until I heard my name.
We call that the old Post Malone right there.
To presidential candidates on We Might Be Drunk.
Okay, which comedian would you nominate to run? And so who do you think they are? They
Jon Stewart, probably.
Bill Cosby.
These are the best podcast moments from the month of April. Starting off with Neil Brennan's revealing episode of Are You Garbage?
Class and trash. You're wearing a T-shirt underneath that.
Yeah.
What's the verdict
Is
on
that? Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think they
It's
should.
a colored T-shirt.
Yeah.
It is a colored T-shirt.
It's not a great look. I mean, listen, I'm trash.
It's a trashy cut too.
Why?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
This is like.
I hope it's a crop top so bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a Star Wars
We
T-shirt.
could probably end the show. When I
See,
when
I don't
show
think
you
this guy's an enigma.
We're gonna end the show.
Yeah, that should be worn by itself, I think, with the second button open showing a little chest.
Is it a sleeveless?
Can I stand up?
Yep.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah. What?
What the fuck?
Oh, dude.
Holy shit, what, you got street ball after this?
That's you look like you got cut out of an N1 mixtape.
You know I can climb telephone poles.
Hey, if you're down at the West 4th Street courts, look out. The kid's coming down. Holy.
You look like a racquetball coach.
I mean, I'll leave it.
What
on
is that?
for
He's
the
got some pipes
Got
on
some
him, too.
pipes on
for
you.
the thumbnail?
Jeez.
Dunking on grannies at pickleball, dude. Just smashing them.
Wow. I mean,
when
the
you
layers of you.
When you worked the Gravitron at the carnival. Holy shit, man.
That's got real Joe Dirt vibes.
Yeah, you got carny vibes written all over you.
So I guess I'm just curious, like, so what is a carny? What is the term?
Carnival, carnival worker.
Okay.
I guess is where it came from. So that's what we are. And I know there's all different versions. I know people sometimes think of like somebody that just got out of prison, covered in tattoos, smelling like cabbage, missing a couple fingers, and they think that's a carny that's working the ride or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that Iris deodorant.
Yeah,
baby.
you know.
Name a notable alumni from Poway High School.
Bobby?
Go ahead.
Bobby Lee.
Charlie Hoffman.
Ding, 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 ding. That's number 4.
Wow.
Darshan Upahida.
Ding, 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 ding. That's number 1.
Tom DeLonge.
Ding, 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 ding. That's number 2.
Drew Walrus.
Ding, 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 ding. That's number 3.
Tyler Nevin.
Ding, 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 ding. That's number 5.
Anisha Nicole.
Ding, ding. That's number 6.
I got
Andrew
it.
wins.
Yes.
This was according to their official website.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I can't believe I won.
Wow.
And by the way, love Tyler Nevin stuff.
He's great.
What's up, fuck? Are you good?
Hell yeah. Let's go. Cam Patterson and Tucker Carlson high-fiving. This is
crazy. My grandma hates you.
She doesn't mean it.
She does. Yeah, she does. She can't stand your ass, dog.
So how about you? Tommy, this is like, we're taping the show, we tape it for YouTube and we try to make it look and sound and like make it like as good of a production as possible. Tommy walks on watching his phone to the stage.
Yeah.
The game wasn't over.
The game wasn't over. He watches in real time the Phillies lose. And then he throws his phone on the stool. He's like, oh, this is going to be great. He doesn't take suggestions. He starts doing material. And he does a 10-minute bit on 9/11.
It's my favorite bit.
Literally everyone in the back is like, they have no context for like him launching into a 9/11 bit.
It's so funny.
So they're all watching, and like, I'm sure the bit does very well in a show where it's just a show where people are expecting material, but people are like, is he okay? Like, he's like talking about 9/11 for so long.
People are trying to offer suggestions. Can you stop talking
doing
about?
that?
Please stop talking about 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude.
Give me another tragedy. Who wants another tragedy?
Also, I just love that it's like this is a thing you're gonna have to add to the email you send to people about like the rules of the show. Don't watch live television.
Don't bring your phone on and watch the World Series while we're doing the taping. That'd be appreciated. That'd be great.
Sorry.
So then I try to save the situation because he does the 9/11 thing. It does all right for him doing material on a show that's a no material show, and people are clapping like, all right, we like Tommy, whatever. I go back on stage and I go, you didn't do the format at all. I call him out on stage.
Yeah.
And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I re-explained to him on stage. I go, I'm going to leave the stage now, and I'm going to let you do the format of the show.
Yeah.
And then I leave and let him do it for a little bit. I come back on stage, and I join him, and we're trying to get a duo going, and he's just looking at me like, it's not going to happen.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have kids.
When are you ready to shoot a live one into a nice young lady?
You put it so romantically, Joe.
I like that. That's biology mixed with hunting. That's your brand, brother. That's Joe Rogan right there.
Favorite.
What were the bathrooms? How would you shit? Crouch or fucking regular or what?
The bathrooms in India?
Yeah.
They are spectacular.
Really?
A lot of people don't, right? Am I wrong? The bathrooms in India are private.
Oh, this
they
is a
all
shock.
They all have bidets, and they are like, usually there's a nice floral arrangement in the bathrooms, bathroom attendants in every bathroom, no matter where you go.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes!
Okay.
I was going to say, I don't remember this at all.
So I was in Austin this weekend, and there was a guy with a Tottenham shirt in a store. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I walked in the store, and I go, 3-0, Fulham, huh? He goes, fuck you, man. I go, fuck you, man. And we kind of got in a friendly fight, but no one in the store understood. You know what I mean? Because I go, I'm an Arsenal fan, and then we would go store to store, and I would run into him, and we'd continue the fight. It was so much fun. But I just love I never understood sports before the Premier League. Like when I used to watch. You know,
let's make this as intimate as possible.
No. I'm just may I touch you here for a second?
Am I supposed to be uncomfortable?
No. I'll just do this. But when I'm saying that back in the day when I grew
with your wispy facial hair.
But back in the day when I was growing up, right?
You look like you transitioned. All right, go ahead.
Forget it. Forget it, man. Forget it.
I posted a Diddy clip, right? I post it, the caption doesn't show up, and you can't leave any comments. I take it down immediately. Charlamagne hits me, he's like, yo, what happened to that clip? I tried to share it, and nothing worked, and I was like, I'm gonna try to post it again. No caption, no comments. I'm like, Diddy is blocking me.
This he posted. It was like, Instagram won't let me post.
Yeah, I'm like, it won't let me post. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, holy shit, has Diddy connected with Meta and like put his name, so we take his name out the caption, still doesn't work. I put Puff, that doesn't work. We try to upload it on a burner, it doesn't work. And I'm like, fuck, they flagged the clip itself, so even other people can't post.
You think Zuckerberg went to a freak off, dude?
Son, he was at the freak off. That's what I'm thinking. Dead ass.
You think you got Zuckerberg on tape, bro?
Bro, 100%.
With the Quest?
Yes.
The Vision Pro?
Dan Shifty Googles, is Instagram down?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Is it possible for you to wear a tux with tails? For that show? Maybe we can just go to, rent a tux right now. It comes in a little like brown suitcase. I've done it for weddings and stuff, and get one with like tails,
like I'm in an opera house.
Yeah, like Daffy Duck,
Yeah, and don't address it. Just
don't address it. Maybe a pinstripe pant with a thing with tails. You know what I mean? Maybe white gloves even.
Yeah. And just go do my regular act.
Just do it.
So go
do
full Monopoly
it and
guy.
post it. And honestly, if you post stills, people will not know if you're an opera singer or a comedian.
They have to. I mean, it's Dubai. They have the most money. They have to have.
They probably have one in the back.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna text my people.
I would love
that
it.
I'm connected with Dubai.
Yeah.
And say, is there a way to get me for the show a tuxedo with a tail and white gloves? Give them my sizes, and that's it.
If you do it, I'll do it at Radio City. Even if the guys don't.
You'll just do it.
If you do it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
But I won't say anything.
No.
I'll go out on stage and that's the end of that.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tail, white gloves.
We'll look it up, right? Like look it up. We'll try to do it.
Yeah.
If you do it, you're setting the table for me because
it's up to me.
I promise you, if you do it, I will do it.
I will do it. Yeah. Put in tuxedo, tuxedo with tail.
Do you do a top hat? No, that's too much.
I don't know if they'll find that disrespectful.
Why?
If I put a turban on? What did you say?
If you do it, I'll do it. I said a top hat.
A top hat. I thought you said a turban. I thought you were saying turban in a funny
if you put
way.
on a turb hat, it's combo.
You had one of my favorite texts of all time. This was probably about 10 years ago. You were like fucking with me and you took a picture of your house and you go, I'm literally a millionaire. And then I took a picture of my windowless room in Queens and I sent it to you and you wrote back, hey dude, like no joke, this is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life. And you were like, put some art on the walls. And there was like something, you were like, I sent something to be like, yeah, you're a millionaire. And you wrote me back.
You're like, hey, this joking aside.
You okay? You sent me back
this is no longer banter.
Yeah, you sent back like
this is an intervention.
Yeah, you had to do like a wellness check.
I want people to know that when I sent my text, it wasn't. I'm sure that it was part of a bit.
We were joking around, and I was like, I said like, it was something like, what do I care about your opinion? And then you took a picture of like your stairs, and you were like, yeah, this is your nice house, and you write, you should care because I'm literally a millionaire. It was great.
I might have put in from comedy.
Yes.
If we were talking about comedy,
Yeah.
if I was gonna flex.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it wasn't a gregarious, it wasn't a crazy shot that you were like, what the fuck? It was perfectly in context, and then me sending a picture of my room and completely deflating the conversation. Yeah, because you just saw the bubbles, and then the bubbles stopped, and then the bubbles stopped, and then you were like, "Dude,
what's your address? I'm coming
dude,
over.
What the fuck is wrong?
We got to get you out of there."
Yeah, because I lived in a windowless room for like 8 years, and
you wouldn't know to look at you. Go on.
I have windowless room energy. I lived in a guy's basement in Cleveland for 14 years. When I meet people, I'm like, hi.
I just got out.
And we get into the magical kingdom. And I will say I got completely converted into a Disney head. As soon as we walk in, it's just there's this giant, it's like this little, they really do make this little town. And you're like, this is so clean. I'm like, this is so nice. Yeah. And then there's just Mickey Mouse having like a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse bringing out like princesses and all these characters. And like my kids were just fucking losing their mind. And I was like, oh, okay. I couldn't understand when you were sending me those bounding videos. I had no like idea of like why they were doing this. Now I'm like, I get it now.
Yeah, they're obsessed.
Disney's for real. Like it's like a religious thing to go to to like go down there and kind of immerse yourself in that world. Now I'm like, okay, dude, there's like for real adults that would go. We were doing the princess meet and greets. There'd be like a 30-year-old lady in a dress, bro. By the way, I'm telling you, I was like, if my kids, because they offer a hug,
they would have had to greet the meat.
They offer, they offer a hug to every kid. So I was trying to slide in there.
The hug line.
If Chloe would walk away, I'd be like, I'll take that. I'll take that hug.
You took the hug?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I was like, holy shit.
They would have called security.
I watched a video the other day of a Norwegian guy, and he's in a tugboat, and he's got a huge net on the Atlantic, and he's picking up bottles, and he's like, the net is picking up the bottles, and we are saving the world. 10 years, in 10 years, the whole ocean will be clean, thanks to me. No one's ever heard of this guy. Meanwhile, some chooch is out in the highway going, climate change, you're not gonna go to work, I'm gonna block the bridge. And you're like, this cum guzzler is out here on the Atlantic in a fishing boat, and you're on the highway or throwing soup at the Mona Lisa.
Be the change you want to see in the asshole.
That's what I'm saying, and this guy should get blown.
I'm sure he gets blown.
I don't know, he's pretty ugly.
I don't know. Well, I am too, but I get blown occasionally.
He smells like the sea.
Norwegians have birthdays too.
That's true. That's a good point.
But any farts.
I think staying humble and true to who you are, that's the only important thing.
100%.
Being the dude that you always were that got you to where you are and not faking it for the people around you and, you know, selling yourself as something that you're not. We've seen a lot of guys come through. There's a lot of guys I've seen over the years. They just, I think they you know, the old phrase is drink the Kool-Aid. I mean, they and I'm sorry if that's racist.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was insane. That was kind of crazy. You could have picked
Sorry
a better
about that.
phrase.
Drink the orange juice. Sometimes they drink
the.
Do you know where the phrase "drink the Kool-Aid" comes from, by the way?
At the, they had
Oh, you do know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they all committed suicide at the
Yeah,
same
they
time.
died.
Right. It was a
They
pact.
said it wasn't Kool-Aid, they were Flavor Aid.
Right, Flavor Aid.
Yeah.
Sorry. They all drank the Flavor Aid.
They-
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not one black person out there, by the way.
It wasn't?
No.
Yeah,
That's why
go.
the phrase is okay.
Come on, man.
By the way, that's our phrase, drink the Kool-Aid. You don't
For
get to
real?
steal that from us, man.
Y'all can have it. I don't want it. I don't want it. As a young black man, I don't steal no more.
I had work today. I did physical therapy today. I did some other stuff today.
What are you getting physical therapy on? Your penis at a massage parlor?
Okay, bleep that. Both of those things.
No, keep those in.
Bleep them.
Keep them in.
You were getting your penis
Jean-Marc,
massaged.
keep them.
At a massage. You were getting your penis massaged. You were.
Wow. Wow, you came prepared.
You know, it's funny
Nice.
that you say that because that's what
Beats. You brought me beats in the pre-roll, and that's what she said.
Did you
What?
know that I had those beats before I knew you were coming over?
I did not know that.
Did you know that?
Are they old beats? Those are very old beats.
No, actually, these are Phillips. But I do have some in the closet if you want to try them. They're just tighter on the ears.
Yeah, no, I like the Phillips. That's fine.
And this was gifted to me, and it's been here for like a year.
Wow.
Coincidentally.
Okay, how about that?
That's
great.
and this I just picked up on my own.
Oh, really? At Barnes & Noble?
Mm-hmm. The reason I bring this up is because, it's nighttime. I don't do nighttime too much. Typically, I only do a nighttime podcast when I get stoned.
Okay.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I messaged you,
Good.
And I think you were getting jerked off
Did you
at the
study?
massage parlor.
I was. Did you study mime?
I did. I went to clown college.
Yeah.
Kent State. Okay. Relax. Okay.
I was gonna say Rutgers.
Oh, that's where Scooby-Doo went, right?
To Rutgers?
Oh no, he went to Rutrow.
How was your eclipse?
Listen, leave me alone, please.
What, you don't want to? I brought one for you.
Good. Take them and sell them back to the guy who sold those to you.
You don't want one?
No, I don't want no fucking eclipse. The eclipse is over. I was out there with no shields at all.
Nothing?
Well, looking around, nothing happened. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up like Stevie Wonder with glad. I don't know what happened last.
Can I? Yeah. I remember once my coach had a bounty on pancake blocks. You're familiar with a pancake block when you put someone on their back, and he was like, anytime I see a pancake out there, you're going to get a sticker. And then if you get 4 pancakes, you don't have to run Thursdays before games. I remember one time yelling over to my coach, and I was laying on top of 3 boys at once. I was like, Coach, this has got to be good for 1 practice off. And he just laughed really hard. But he counted it all as 1 pancake.
No, come on. That's 3, bro. No
Coach
matter
Klein,
what.
I'll never forget you.
That's 3.
And his name was Chris Klein, and Coach Klein was from Waterboy.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
so my God, did we rain hell upon him with
Yeah.
Coach Klein? Coach Barrett was my offensive line coach in high school, and I remember this kid broke his femur in the snow hitting the sled, and Barrett was like, "Walk it off, Jaggers," and the kid was screaming and crying in front of a bunch of young men. You don't scream and cry unless you're in a lot of pain as a young man. And I remember Coach Barrett going over and just dragging him like 20 feet across the snow to remove him from the sled and then carrying on. And then lo and behold, broken femur. Which is like the strongest bone in your body. Yeah. He did the heart punch a lot. This kid, Billy Johnson, got hurt.
What's that?
Well, he would just be like, you'd be like your wind's knocked out of you, and Barrett would be like, stand back, I got this. And he went over and he just took his fist and pounded a child right on the sternum. Yes. Coach Barrett.
You're not supposed to do that.
No, you're not. No.
I don't mean hit the kid. I mean, that is not the solution
No.
for that problem.
No.
at all.
That's not a solution to anything.
He said, I got
He's
this.
like, out of the way. And Billy Johnson was like the scout team quarterback, 5'5", maybe 110 pounds, and Barrett's big hand just right on his chest.
Hilarious,
Dude. Yeah. Coach Barrett gave me and my buddy David pornos for our senior graduation.
The coach?
Yeah.
Were you 18?
Yeah, we were 18.
That's
yeah.
fucking weird.
He gave us his favorite porno tape.
To this day, I mean, remember Hannah Gadsby? Of course, I'm sure you know that at least. When she was,
can't forget.
She was talking about how she was hitting on a woman, and then the woman's boyfriend came up and said, "Well, I guess I can beat you up then because you look like a dude." Remember her amazing material? And I was like, that guy, you're hitting on his girlfriend, okay, to try to take her home and do God knows what with her.
Right.
No, I still don't know.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
There's nothing. They
To
have
do
nothing to do.
God knows what. And and you're dressed like you shop at a store in the mall called the Patriarchy. So maybe you brought it on yourself, bitch.
Right.
And that's the kind of shit I say on X now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
Hannah Gadsby always felt like a missing Clue character to me.
Right. Because her face looks like, did I do it?
Yeah.
But I run into this guy, he goes, I saw you on a date having an ice cream cone like a little homo. And I was like, first of all, I was on a date with a woman. Second of all, how homophobic are you that you can't enjoy ice cream?
Right.
And third, how gay would he think I was if he knew I was really eating sorbet? But I want to do a thing about like the idea that you're so homophobic you can't enjoy dessert. Like no sweets. That's how close you are to being gay.
Right.
Like you're at a restaurant, they're like, we have a lovely tiramisu this evening. And he's like, nice try. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and by his logic, Halloween is the Pride Parade. It's all candy. The whole holiday is based on candy.
That's funny.
It's all sweets.
There's something there.
All right.
I'll try it. I'm going to try it again.
That's funny. It's sweets. We all love. And is every kid gay? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We all love. You give a woman a box of chocolates. Are they a lesbian?
I guess it's because of the licking, the cone.
It's
but
the licking.
I'm like,
because a banana, he might do the same thing. So it might not be sweets.
But it lasts longer if you lick it.
Uh-oh, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. You got anything, Mark?
Yeah, that's funny. Mine's a little darker, so buckle up there, Yangy. So I was thinking, my friend, she's very new age, hippy-dippy, holistic, and she's got 2 kids, and all they eat is free-range organic chicken. But all the kids do is play video games. So I thought it was interesting that kids have become cooped up, whereas they used to be free range, and now chickens are free range where they used to be cooped up. We flipped chickens and kids.
Yeah, like cannibals. Something about cannibals. They're like, fuck, this kid never moved.
Well, that's where I was going to go.
Kids are basically veal now.
Kids are veal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just shoving food and chemicals down their throat, and they don't move. They have no muscle mass. You know, it's like veal. But I went, so I one of these elite have a menu like, I want the free range kids who've been running around and riding bikes. I don't want the fucking fat kid.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to do some diddling.
I would lose a fat kid. I wouldn't say a fat kid.
Diddle, squeeze, molest.
I want the fat. I don't want that fat kid.
Yeah, he's pumped full of chemicals and cereal and junk food and no muscle.
This guy's going to run for president again, you guys. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a bit. Thoughts, Yang? Andy? Anything? How about
I think there's something there.
Okay,
sure.
maybe cannibal is softer.
Cannibal is kind of fun too, but pedophile is more likely.
Cannibals are pretty rare.
They're rare.
Although that might be the next thing we all have to get behind. Hey, my cousin's a cannibal. I'm pro-cannibal. I'm cannibal tolerant.
We have to apologize to Army Hammer.
I'm good, man. I stayed up kind of late last night, man.
Doing what?
I was fucking waiting on that damn Schoolboy Q album to come out. You listen to it, any?
Nah, I ain't listen to it.
It's dope. It's cute, man.
bet.
Motherfucker don't miss.
Yeah,
man.
right.
I got none other. One of the funniest motherfuckers going right now. What's up, Mark Norman, man?
Hey, I've waited for a few schoolboys myself.
Really, man?
No, I'm joking.
I find that like in rap music, I don't know, man. Every time like a new album, especially Q's my friend and shit, so I always want to see what they do. Is it like that with comedy? Like when a motherfucker's about to put a special out and shit, like I gotta check this motherfucker shit out.
Oh yeah, come on. I mean, we're all waiting for that new Cosby.
Oh shit.
You're a classic friend
The Odd
couple.
Couple?
Like, it's like a
Yeah.
classic, almost like it does feel like it's like a cartoon thing where it's like the little spunky one, the tall aloof one. You know what I mean? I mean, me and Eldis have me and Eldis are basically the red and yellow M&M. So I know what those relationships are like. Where it's like, you know.
I mean, Carmen like pretty much saved me, but like
Yeah.
I'm very angry. I'm like I'm like a tiny chihuahua just ready to fight, and Carmen's like, hey bud.
Yeah.
But like it's gone the other way too.
Yeah.
Like you've saved me.
I mean, we've definitely balanced each other out. I had a therapy chair. I literally just had this chair I'd had for like 15 years, and both my old roommate Chris and Carmen, they would knock on my door and they'd be like, can we do therapy chair? And I was like, oh yeah. And they would just rant about like Chris was a photographer, and he would just like rant about models, and like Carmen would come in and be like, I hope this booker dies. And I'm just like, okay, let's work it out.
You can tell who had the big room.
You're not in the house. You're in a side house.
No, we're in a farmhouse. It's 150 acres.
How many houses are on the farm?
Say 150 acres again, like anyone except for Bobby knows what that means.
You don't know what 150 acres means?
No, I couldn't. I don't know. How many?
It's a lot of land.
How many acres is a football field? You got to measure things in football fields, fuckface. I like
You never watched a football game in your life.
I have no idea how big a football field is. But I know closer than what an acre is. Is a football field pretty close to an acre? That's what I imagine an acre would be. One
I think
football
it is.
field.
I don't know acres either.
I'm assuming it's a football field.
150.
How many football fields is 1 acre? Ooh, if it's like 1.1, how great will that be?
That'd be sick.
I'd be so happy. I'm gonna be able to visualize acres.
Bobby's yard is probably half an acre, right?
Yeah.
Ish?
My yard.
7.5, football field.
It's pretty fucking close to an
Pretty
acre,
close,
dude.
You know what?
75% of an
That's
acre
like
is
up into the
football
red
field.
zone. You know about the red zone.
It's like 300. You've been to Bobby's house. It's like 300 of Bobby's yard.
I own 4 acres up in New Hampshire, the woods.
I'm not. It's not a criticism.
You
I'm trying
own
to show him-
3.25
I'm
football
trying
fields
to
worth
show
of land.
him
It's a lot.
what we're talking about.
Also, that doesn't seem like it's that much. When you say I own 4 acres, I'm imagining like a sprawling forest, like with enchanted creatures and fucking. It's 4 football fields, Bob.
Yeah, but there's 500 acres behind my land of natural forest, which is you can use too.
You can go into that.
Yeah, you just go into it.
I feel like you
I swear to God.
But
Me
you
and Dawn and Max on the vacation week there, we went snowshoeing up behind our house. Just walk up a mountain, and then you come into a.
God, if I were Max, I'd be bitching the whole time.
He had
Look at
a
that.
blast.
Ding dong duty. Huh?
That was the name of the farmhand. Ding
So
Dong
rude.
Duty.
Ding Dong Duty.
It was an Asian
Yeah.
farmhand. Oh, hello, I'm a Ding Dong Duty.
Look at that.
I am the Asian farmhand.
Ding Dong Duty.
Guys, Ding Dong Duty, the Asian farmhand. I'm setting you guys up for it. I can only take an impression so far, guys.
I'm breathing into nature.
Dan, wake up.
I'm taking in the
I am
scenery.
point guarding, bounce pass, Ding
And I went
Dong
like this.
Duty.
I slapped it out of bounds. Like, get that shit out of here. I'm not running that play. You fucking maniac.
He needs you.
It's like Howdy Doody, but it's an Asian farmhand.
No.
Ding Dong Duty.
I'm like, get out of here.
It's a good bit.
It was I liked it.
If they would have jumped in on Ding Dong Duty, it would have been the bit of the show. We would have clipped it. This is the biggest guest we've had in 2 years, by the way. Annie Letterman. I will say that. Is she?
Thank you. Thank
No, I
you.
think Shane came
I
on
saw her
recently.
followers.
Tim
I
Dillon-
got
Tim-
nervous. I put on cologne.
Tim Dillon came on. You're attracted to Annie. I can tell. Yeah, we had Segura and Tim
I'm
Dillon
a
on
married
last year.
man.
But you are the biggest, besides Tagura, and Tim Dillon, you're the biggest guest we've had in a long time.
Well, thank you guys for saying that. I actually was with that big guy yesterday.
Tim.
That Easter was hanging out with Tim. We were walking through the park.
It's beautiful.
What'd you guys eat? You know Tim eats something good.
We went to some restaurant. I can't remember what it was called.
Not good.
I'm on the jab now, so
What's the jab?
Ozempic.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
you're not on Ozempic.
Of course I am.
You're a skinny hot chick.
Well, I wasn't 3 months ago.
You were a little thick, but I wouldn't. You were a little thick, but I wouldn't call you Ozempic fat.
Yeah,
It's
Only
Hollywood
he needs
Ozempic.
I need
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
He needs fucking 3 Zempics.
They're like, you've never done a gravity bong? And I'm like, no, let's go. So they're making it real fucking creamy for me.
Yeah,
Right?
get it
And they're
fucking
like, "We're gonna get fucked up."
great.
So I fucking do it. I'm sitting there laughing. We're having fun. And then the last thing I remember is I look at my buddy and I'm like, was he proud of me? I'm like, what? I'm like, I think my dad's proud of me.
Oh, no.
And they're
Oh,
like,
dude.
yeah, man, here. I go, I'm just so sad. And he goes, here, man, just keep drinking. I go, yeah, you're right. And then the next thing I know, it's the morning and I'm like waking up. I'm alone in the basement. I go upstairs. My buddy's room is locked. And I'm like, yo, wake up. What the fuck? I was like, you want to do another G-bong? And from the other side of the door, he's like, nah, man, you got to go. And I'm like, what? What's wrong? Takes a minute. He comes out. He goes, do you know what you did last night? I go, no. And he goes, you just started crying and you passed out. And then you tried to bite your fingers off.
Oh my
and we had to
God.
sit on top of you. And then you promised that you were going to stop.
Oh my
We let you go
God.
and you grabbed a knife and we had to take it out of your hands.
Ian.
And 2 of my friends, the biggest dude, sat on top of me and they're like, I think we have to call 911. I was overpowering them. And then I just passed out and they refused to do drugs with me again.
Smart.
for a
Yeah,
while.
you cut
Good
to
friends.
Gail's like,
This is what it looks like. I'm Kevin Spacey in 7. They'll never be able to track my crimes.
Comedy podcast stats from the month of April. Neil Brennan made the most guest appearances last month, going on 11 total podcasts while promoting his new Netflix special, Crazy Good, including The Joe Rogan Experience, Whiskey Ginger, Soder, Are You Garbage, Bertcast, Two Bears, One Cave, Howie Mandel Does Stuff, Fitzdog Radio, Dumb People Town, The Dan Le Batard Show, and Breakfast Club. The top 3 most viewed episodes from last month starts off with Sketch on This Past Weekend with Theo Von, which currently stands at 2.7 million views. In second place is Kill Tony 658 that featured Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, and Jim Norton with 2.4 million views. And in third place is David Spade and Dave Attell on Kill Tony, clocking in at 1.6 million views. The 3 most viewed episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience in the month of April starts off with Joey Diaz with 4.5 million views, tied with Graham Hancock and Flint Gibble, who also have 4.5 million views. And in first place is Tucker Carlson at 8.8 million views. And last but not least, the coolest video that we made in the month of April was an exclusive early look at Dave Chappelle's brand new comedy club in Yellow Springs, Ohio, that he opened inside an old firehouse. That video will be on the end screen right after this, along with a deep dive that we did on Brian Redband's secret show featuring some surprise guests like Joey Diaz and Ari Shaffir. Feel free to watch either of those 2 videos on the end screen after this, like I already said. Thank you so much for watching this April recap video, and if you enjoyed this kind of content, keeping you in the comedy loop, please consider pressing subscribe. I promise you won't regret it.
At Joke World. That's it, at Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.